Hi, my name's Tim. I've been a vocal coach for the last 25 years, and I started this reaction vocal analysis channel on YouTube a little over a year ago, and it's been amazing. I have heard so many incredible artists from all over the world and connected to them, actually. It's been really cool. But I haven't gotten into the world of Indian artists, and I know that the reactor community, the Indian music scene that's on YouTube and the world is huge, and I haven't really gotten into it yet. The only thing I've done that's kind of adjacent is I reacted a couple weeks ago to the song Sapphire with Ed Sheeran and Arjit Singh, but unfortunately I got blocked when I tried to upload it on YouTube. So fingers crossed that this one's actually going to make it up on YouTube. I'm going to check out this band. This band, Girish and the Chronicles, they were on America's Got Talent, and I just know that they've been coming up a lot, so I'm excited to check them out. A couple of things to show you. This is my website here. I have an amazing team of teachers that teach with me in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. If you need a vocal coach, hit us up. We do in-person lessons out here, but we have students online all over the world. Last thing to tell you about, as music reactors, we don't make any money from our reactions on YouTube for the most part because all of the ad revenue goes back to the artist because of the copyright claims that they put on their songs, which I have no problem with. I love that I get to support artists. That's what, I love artists. I'm an artist. So I love that my channel gets to support artists when I do reactions. Only thing is that means even more for those of you who are open to supporting the channel over on Patreon. Keeps me going, and I try to put up as much content over there to provide value for those of you supporting the channel. So all of those links are down in the description, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to watch it. It looks like there's a little bit of a behind the scenes maybe too for them. So I'm excited to watch that because this is my first impression of them all together. Okay, here we go. This is Girish and the Chronicles. They did Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. Interesting. Okay, here we go.
We have been dreaming of performing in America ever since we got introduced to rock and roll. AGT Season 20, here we come!
Whoa! There's a singer there.
We've flown for 22 hours halfway across the world. Here we are in LA.
Audience, you ready?
This is like the biggest opportunity of our lives, and there's $1 million at stake. So this has to go well.
Let's get back to the talent. Are you guys ready?
Wow, I haven't watched AGT in a long time.
Wow,
I love that. I forgot that this guy's a host. I forget his name. He's super funny. I love this guy.
What are you doing?
I know, we are excited.
You look incredible. Are you ready to rock out?
Yeah.
All right, let's go make it happen. It's time. Come on out there, guys.
A lot of hair.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
How are you?
We good?
Good, nice to meet you. And who are you, please?
We are a band called Girish and the Chronicles, all the way from
Girish.
Sikkim, India. How long have you been a band for?
Now it's been almost 16 years.
Wow.
It's been quite some time.
Awesome.
When you were thinking about coming on the show, was there any point where you thought, I'm not sure we should do this?
Well, yeah, a lot of times actually. I think the environment is something completely new to us.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is absolutely awesome and crazy.
Well, no more questions. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Here we go. Very cool. They seem very gracious. I like their energy. Everybody's going crazy for them in the crowd. That's cool. Whoa! It's hard to hear them with all the crowd. Wow. He's got a voice. Wow, I like this. Wow. Very 80s. Wow. Too much crowd noise. Wow. Wow. Wow, that was amazing. Problem is I couldn't hear him though. I kind of want to see, hold on a second. I want to see if there's a recording of them where they did it, maybe like a studio or a live version, because the audio was so bad you couldn't really hear. You know what? I just want to check. I'm gonna do a pivot here. Girish and the Chronicles. I want to get a better take of. They are fantastic. All right, here we go. I just found their. All right, so this is their YouTube channel. Let's just go over to their channel real quick and check out some. I'm going to go to popular videos. So this is from 5 years ago, 1.5 million views. Rock and roll is here to stay. We're going to watch a little bit of this one now. I just want to get a better sense of them as artists. Oh my God. I mean, these guys are killer. Like they've got this throwback vibe. It's interesting. I've been getting into Ghost, which is another 80s, a current band who's doing a little different flavor, but doing some 80s throwback rock stuff. Very cool. 80s are so hip right now in almost every way. It's so funny. I want to check them out a little bit. This is from 5 years ago, but still it looks pretty popular. Let's just get a sense of these guys. He's got a great voice, but did you know the audio was horrible in that AGT recording? It was like they pumped in way too much crowd and you could barely even pick out the vocals with all the screaming. But they sound killer. They need to do like a studio cover of that. All right, I'll shut up and we'll listen to this now. Yeah. Yeah, very throwback. I like it. Yeah. Wow, cool. Yeah, he's got a great voice. Wow, nice. Great vibrato, good bite in his voice. You know, he's got a little bit of this like Megadeth type of vibe, type of a tone, little Axl Rose, Dave Mustaine, like that. High levels of compression. So we get compression through false chord activation. It's kind of like you hold your breath. And then you just let a little bit of air out, a little bit of pressure release, kind of like putting your thumb over the end of a garden hose and just letting the water kind of spray out. Yeah! That's how we get a lot of those types of sounds. That's a technique. It's called compression. He's really good at it, but notice he's got some of that throwback vibrato, which is like, it gets late 70s, 80s rock and roll. Yeah. Yeah, I get like Megadeth type of vibe from his vocals, but it's not quite as like metal, at least this song. They're good. Oh, that bass player is good. You hear that little bass lick there? Yeah. So that technique he's using there is awesome. It's the same technique like AC/DC. You activate the false chords and get the mucosal membranes vibrating in the upper back part of your throat. And then add body underneath it. He's good. He's got a really high voice, too. Kind of like Steve Perry. You know, Steve Perry from Journey could sing way up here. Very similar in range and power. Only difference is if you listen, like his tone compared to Steve Perry, he's got more squeeze. He's got a little more metal in his tone. Steve Perry has some of the grit and the huskiness, but it's a little warmer. He's got more squeeze and bite on his tone than Steve Perry, if you just for reference, for comparison.
They'll tell you to follow the trends and keep up with the time.
He's a fantastic vocalist, though. Wow. Great vocal technique. Tight production. Rockin'. Yeah. Wow. Here's a bridge. What? That bridge was crazy. Hold on. We got to check that out again. Or bridge-like thing, I guess. Interesting. Wow. Musically, that part was fun. There, the kind of stuttering, stopping the beat. I would really have fun just going back and spending a few minutes just kind of breaking down and sort of decoding what they were doing with the meter and the rhythm and the accents there. Clever musical moment. There's some musical sophistication there. What? Wow. This is crazy. What is happening? Wow. That little interplay back and forth there between. Super cool. His slap style, the bass player and the picking. So he'd like slap and then pick with his index finger. Really cool. I mean, the rhythmic interaction between them is so cool here. Wow. This production is great. Ah! This guy's shredding. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. Wow. That's awesome. All right, these guys are badass, man. It's so funny. Like, I was just thinking about this song and just kind of hearing it in my mind. Is like, if you told me that this was a song that came out in, like, I don't know, 1987, and it was released, and you're like, hey, there's this amazing Indian band that had this killer American rock sound from 1987. Check it out. I'd be like, whoa, that's crazy. Like, it's really, I mean, they are like American rock and roll 100%. But then I have to say, with a song with this kind of like a rock and roll feel with a capital R, you know, rock and roll, baby. Like, it's got a real rock and roll vibe. It's interesting, the musical complexity of the bridge, that weird stuff they're doing there. You don't normally hear that in a power rock song that feels like it's from the 80s like this. They don't usually do that interesting, weird, complex meter change, rhythmic accent stuff to that level. Like, when I got to that moment, it's like, what are we doing, guys? Like, it's fascinating. Very high level of artistry. And, you know, it's interesting. Like, I really want to explore more Indian artists and Indian music. Even like classical Indian music and microtonality that comes out of the Indian culture. I find that fascinating. And I've only like barely scratched the surface on researching it as a musician and artist and singer and all that stuff myself. And I do wonder if, you know, in a band that has a sort of American rock flavor coming out of India, if they do have some musical things that they're integrating from India, basically infusing into it. That rhythmic complexity there was crazy in that part. Where was that part? It was like right here. That little change right there is just so weird. I love it. That bass player. Oh my God. So at any rate, like, that part surprised me to my, you know, because the rest of it feels very much like you would expect, you know, the rock and roll, see you to stay type of vibe. But then we get into this, it's like, what are we guys, you know, anyway, I'm just blabbing now. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with these guys. And yay, my first reaction. Hopefully this will go up on YouTube and not get blocked, but we're gonna give it a shot. If this does make it up to YouTube, you all have to let me know some more songs of theirs to check out. And also, like, the Indian rock and roll scene. I know nothing about it, but I'm open to, and I'm happy to celebrate it. I'm loving connecting with music from all over the world. So if you have some ideas, leave them down as recommendations in the comments. Also, if this is your first time to my channel, thanks for stopping by. If you like the content, subscribe so you can be up to date on my latest stuff, okay? All right, we're going to stop there. That was really fun. I'll see you around in my next one. These guys are killer. Cheers.